Two of my favorite things from my childhood have finally collaborated together, Lego and Super Mario. Now, I am super excited, but the question is, does Mario hold up and make the ultimate gift for this holiday season? Tune in. Welcome back, everyone. I'm James Montemagno. If you know me, I like to talk about coding, fun entertainment products, and of course, one of my passions, Nintendo. Now, not only do I do the Nintendo Dispatch podcast, but I've been a huge Lego fan my entire childhood. It's a little known fact, maybe about my childhood, but I had tons of Legos, and I'm one of those Lego children that just simply love following the instructions, making this awesome kit that's all fully put together. And when Nintendo came together with Lego to make the Super Mario Lego kits, I got super duper stoked. I mean, look at this thing. It's amazing. So I picked up recently the Super Mario starter course, and with that pre-order, I also got the Monty plus Super Mushroom bonus expansion set. So I was super hyped on it, and it's a really neat set. I mean, when you're putting it together, you do have to use this Lego Super Mario app. And if we walk through some of the app itself, it's, to me, a little clunky. You're going through and you have to select maybe the original course. Every single bag has to be unwrapped and unveiled, and you're swiping and you say, I finished this, I finished that, and I finished this. And it's, to be honest, it's quite tedious, to be honest with you. As I'm setting up the process, you have to actually sit down and and go ahead and upgrade the firmware of Mario itself. I could imagine as a kid, I would just be super annoyed by this entire process, connecting to Bluetooth, going through the process, just so I could move this little fellow across the screen. Now, the application itself allows you to not only complete courses, but it enables you to do runs through the courses, take photos of your courses that you've built, share them with friends, and also unlock all of the different expansion sets. And there's a bunch of these that range from, 20, 30 bucks to $100, more than the starter course, to really build out your Super Mario fantasy. And to me, I think that's all good. But the problem that I have is that these pieces in this course, and as I kind of take you through the final collection here of what's happening, is that you're not really given a here's how you build the course. It's a build your own course adventure. And some people may really enjoy that. But to me, it's just super frustrating because I want the final piece of the pie. I want it all to be like it shows me on the box. I want to know that I'm doing it correct. So to me, that is the biggest issue with this, is that the tedious app plus not actually showing me the final course that I'm going to build and allow me to build it is really frustrating. The overall map shows you all the different collections and pieces and expansions that you've put together, but it doesn't show you how to build that thing on the screen, and it's super frustrating. But I will say that the tech inside of this Super Mario little figurine is really cool. The LCD displays that blink on the eyes. And what's really cool is that it has this sort of sensor on the bottom that's going to detect different pieces. So here Mario is on water. If I was to start the course, it'd actually start the course, little countdown, and kind of bop around. I could level up, get a mushroom piece here, and then let's go ahead and turn this thing off. Right, there we go. Cool. And you would follow your way through the course. So to me, that's really neat, right? Is that as I'm going through and boot it up again, is that it's detecting what I'm putting on. So there's water, there's fire, there's grass. And of course I can, tap and power up basically throughout the different course. I think that itself is really neat. As you're going through and you're bopping enemies and you're actually playing a Mario game. So you're hopping, you're doing these different things. That's really neat. The problem is that not only am I not getting the course that I want to build, but I don't know, you kind of go through it once and you're like, all right, right. Your whole goal is to bop your way through, bop on the end and slide down the pole and collect coins around the way. Now, like I said, I did have fun putting it together with my wife. We kind of went back and forth, but since we had to look at this tiny little screen to put it together, we were both a little frustrated at the end, sort of passing it back and forth. Like we weren't feeling we were accomplishing the bigger piece. We're just putting these tiny little kind of bits and pieces together. So you do get these different course pieces, which are really unique. I'm really impressed with the different pieces that they put together. And here's the different QR kind of S codes that are inside of it. So that's really all neat. In general, I think it's really nice, but is it worth the final end piece? Maybe. It depends on what your kids and how much room you have in your house. This in general took up the entire countertop on our table in the main kitchen area. So obviously I couldn't keep it there. I don't have much room back here to put a course that's not only long, but it's wide. So that's sort of another issue that you may have. So unless you have a lot of room, it's not only hard to store this, but also put it on display compared to a normal Lego set, which is a little bit more compact. So it's going to be based on your setup, and maybe your kids have a playroom that has all of their Lego goodness set up, and it might be for them. The starter kit comes in at about $60, which is not a bad price if you want to give it a go. You can already find a few of these on eBay already open, but I would recommend buying it new because that's how the app is going to take you through putting it all together. But that's going to do it. Have you picked up the Super Mario Lego collaboration? If so, let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, you can find me everywhere on the internet at James Montemagno, on Twitter at James Montemagno, and you can find me live streaming every single Friday on twitch.tv/James Montemagno. And of course, if you want more of this awesome content or you have different ideas, make sure that you subscribe and ding that notification bell so you get updated with every new episode or show that I put out right here on my YouTube channel. So that's going to do it for this week's episode of, I don't know, stuff that's cool in my world here on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.